Welcome to For All Cardkind, a race to the moon. Of course, we're not going to do too much for the EP1 settings. I will put my custom fag in here later, but for right now, we're just going to use the Electron logo. Let's go! As you can see, we have a ton of stuff going on here. Welcome to the VAB. Well, the Card Space Agency buildings. First we gotta hire our engineers. We shall hire a ton. We need at least 100. Let's go with 111. There we go. We can plus all of these. 20 in the hangar. And hire some researchers. As you can see, our money is currently going down, but that's okay. Because we have a plan. We are going to hire our people right now. Let's go to the administration building. Here we are. Early rocket development. We shall accept the contract at a normal speed. Accept the program. We have to currently complete all the contract, Carmen line and stuff. Reach orbital trajectory and return uncrewed. Complete and contract downward military 300 kilometers in 500 kilometers. Okay, now we can activate our X-plane research. Perfect. Let's go to the administration building. Wait, we already been there. Oh, we have to head to mission control. So we'll roll the rocket launcher. Let's have our first launch in the Carmen line. X-plane research will break the sound barrier. Let's head to the research and development building. This is all of our starting parts. Alright. Let's go with supersonic plane development and post-war rocketry testing. Let's go to the VAB and explore stuff. I will now speed up this process for you. For now, let's just head on over to the management screen where we're going to just hire some more tooling. We're also going to do X flights next year because right now we're going to do some other things. First of all, let's check on the construction for Launch Complex 1. $1951 is when it's going to be complete. That's correct. Now that's going to be complete this year as well. Let's start getting all these things done. Oh. Huh. Well, let's figure out what's going on with this LC real quickly. HTP. What do we need? Is that page? We need ethanol, liquid oxygen, and HTP. We need ethanol. Some methanol. Now we need liquid oxygen. We're just balling it, I'll see. Let's integrate it. Integration complete. Now I just gotta wear it. Perfect. All done. Oh, well that's fine. Alright, let's do this. All rockets should be done. Let's get ahead to the launches. October 2nd, 1952. The first Meteorite 1 rolled out to the pad. Its mission? To deliver a small payload to a low atmosphere suborbital trajectory. Let's go. Unfortunately, on the first launch, nothing really goes well. The first stage cuts off way too early, and the second stage has no time to ignite. Mission failure. April 4th, 1953. Some more modifications have made to the M1 meteorite. Unfortunately, due to our low budget at the time, rockets can only be completed by yearly so far. However, that would change in the near future. Let's roll. an engine failure strickens the rocket again. Mission somewhat successful, but still. Let's get this thing back to the ground this time. October 4th, 1953. Another meteorite is ready on the launch pad. As John Glenn would say, let's roll. Successfully launching into the lower atmosphere, the meteorite's first mission has been a success. It floats up into the upper atmosphere, just coasting along. Luckily, we have accomplished all objectives in this mission. Mission successful. I know I said I wasn't going to do exploits, but today, on April 30th, 1953, the Mockbird is released. A state-of-the-art new design for Kerbals to reach Mach 1. January 1st, 1954, the first Mockbird is ready for flight. Ignition. As this Mockbird pitches up with Vincent inside of the controls, he's doing quite well actually. He rotates his bird into a small spin, deploys the landing gear, and he lets the chute do the rest of the job for him. They float gently back down to the ground using his parachute. Mission successful. Unfortunately, the plane cannot be used once again, but we have made the news on January 16th, 1954, as Vincent Jackson and the Mockbird 1 has traveled faster than the speed of sound. Unfortunately, we are quite a little bit late to this little fact, but no matter what, we have breached the sound barrier. Unfortunately, the aircraft will have to be scrapped, and a new one shall have to be built for the next test. April 5th, 1954. Another meteorite is ready for a launch. Let's move. anything goes normally once again as we fly to the edge of space. This time, we're going to try to recover the nose cone, just to see if potential recovery of a satellite is possible for some future missions, maybe spying on our adversaries, the Soviet Union. We'll try that eventually, but right now, we have achieved our goal of reaching 100 kilometers downrange by just licking the side of space as we fall back down to the Earth. Parachute deployment successful. And parachute deploy. Once again, mission successful. For the first time in our rocket's history, we have reached space in a suborbital rocketry. An M1 meteor rocket has shot out of the atmosphere into space of a mission of scientific discovery. For the first time, rocketry is not used as a weapon of hostile destruction, but an instrument to further our understanding of the universe. Unfortunately, the first real-life rocket to do this was the V2 number 3 on the 10th of May 1946 from White Sands. But still, it is marked as the first suborbital spaceflight to carry out scientific instruments. Mission fully successful. November 26, 1954. Another X-1 is made and ready for flight. With our boy Vincent at the controls, nothing can go wrong. Light those rockets, Vincent. He has to cut the engines early. Vincent is put into a deep spin.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
Just
Terrain.
in agony, hoping his parachute will be deployed. Then a poof is heard. The chute deploys, and Vincent is once again another legend back from the death. Mission failure. I'm sure our pilot Vincent might need a little bit of time to recover after that life and death experience right there. That concludes the events that happened between 1951 and 1955 for old Cardkind. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I make it. I'm gonna hopefully upload another episode of for old Cardkind next week. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Also, by the way, sub the puppy because there's more shitty content. I don't know why would you do that, but do it, I guess. What are you still doing here? Click off the video.